Prime Minister, if it's your government's responsibility to buy rapid tests for the aged care sector, why is it not your government's responsibility to buy them and procure them for the concession card scheme being run through pharmacies? And just on Ukraine, what are your concerns about the thousands of Russian troops amassed near the border, and what action is the Australian government considering, given your meeting tonight with the UK Foreign and Defence Secretaries?
On the first matter, we are providing concessional access to private suppliers. We don't, any more stock the shelves of pharmacies as we stock the shelves of supermarkets. We are not nationalising pharmacies. We're not nationalising supermarkets and food stores. And the question implies that, and that's not what we do. They source their supplies. We have agreed to provide, for equity purposes, a concessional access to things that are bought in the pharmacy, like we do with many products. But I want to be clear. If you require a test by a public health order, if you are symptomatic, if you are a close contact, then you can get a free test from the state testing clinic. You don't have to go to the pharmacy for that. You go to the state testing clinic where public provision is being done through those public channels. Chemists, pharmacies, the warehouse distributors, all of those, they're private companies making supplies available to the public like a supermarket. And they have their distribution channels. They have their procurement arrangements. What we're doing is ensuring that those who are concession card holders get equitable access to those private products and are not penalised because of the cost of acquiring those products. So we're dealing with it from an equity point of view. There's no health requirement for them to go there and buy them. If there was a health requirement to do it, they'd be able to access a public one from a public testing site.
On Ukraine, Prime Minister?
On the Ukraine, this is a matter we've been following closely, particularly with our Five Eyes partners, and are moving very much in concert with them. There's some 1,400 Australians that live in the Ukraine, and so we're very mindful of that issue and their safety and the consular support that we provide to them. It is obviously a very tense situation and is one that we'll continue to work with our partners in terms of any response that we are making, but there have been no requests made of Australia and none are anticipated.
Can I ask, sorry, Professor Kelly, Paxlovid, if that's how you say it, can't be used in combination with other medications, but it's targeted at the elderly who are generally on other medications, and molnupiravir doesn't have a high efficacy rate. How confident are you they'll be used and will work, and can you say that they're better than hydroxychloroquine or ivermectin?
Last point first. Yes, these, unlike ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine, have gone through a rigorous clinical trial process and been demonstrated to be effective and safe. Both of them have their drawbacks. So, for example, molnupiravir cannot be used during pregnancy or when women could potentially become pregnant. So that's will be a specific warning.